Hi Psychology Spring 2020 students. This is just a farewell video. I guess I'm having a little bit of separation anxiety, even though we only had 5 weeks together in person and 11 weeks apart. I wanted to go over a few things with you. I'll be posting the grades soon on WebAdvisor so you can check. If there's any concerns about your grade, you can always email me. It's always good to email me with very specific information like your name or your grades for your various exams, your chapter notes, any times you lost points for tardiness, and if your total doesn't match with my total, we can rectify that situation. I say 99.9% of the time my records are accurate, but people make mistakes and we can correct them if necessary. If you didn't do as well as you'd like to have done and you think, you know what, I'd like to retake the class, I would only advise that if you received a D or an F. Save all your work. All your work can possibly be applied to a future class, whether it's summer or fall in the near future, as we're still using the same textbook right now. And whether you take me or another professor, some professors have similar work that's required of you. So some of the work you might be able to use, so you wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. We started with 204 students at the very beginning of the semester. Now that quickly shrunk because sometimes students leave rather quickly. We ended with 167 students. We started in this building. I wanted to show you a few photographs I took recently. This is me recently outside of D building, where parking was really easy to get to. This is a picture of me. This is a couple weeks ago. Inside the psych lab. And it felt a little sad because I had a mask with me, but there was nobody else in the lab besides me, or in the building as far as I know. Here's some pictures of our dear old psych lab. There's a psychology sign from the former Borders bookstore at the block, now called the Outlets of Orange. Here's a few goodies from inside our glass cases, if you recall. Here's my ink pen collection, still in the psych lab. By the way, I'm on ink pen 660, as you can see. Got the British flag there. There's Mr. Bones. He's all alone, waiting for students to return. And here is my office. Not many of you came to my office. Now it's impossible to come to my office. They are going to give us 1 hour next week to return to our offices to get any more materials, which I plan on doing, even though I spent nearly 2 hours cleaning out my office and psych lab of things I thought I might need for summer and fall. For those that didn't see my office, this is what the inside looks like. Lots of stuff on the walls, collages, artwork from students, and there are a number of degrees and certificates. This is how I organize your class while I'm in the office, when I have classes separated. And of course, Sigismund Shlomo Freud right in the middle there. There's a picture of our friend Phineas Gage right outside my office door, and of course a picture of myself and my brother. So the frame kind of fits both of us, so to speak. I wanted to give you some feedback as to how we did on the last exam. We didn't do as well as we did on the previous exam, but we did pretty well. The Psych 250 class, they did well on chapter or exam 3, but they did also well on exam 4 too. As you can see, the final results, if I'd move my hand, both classes came in first place twice. So I call that a tie. The percentage at the very bottom is the success rate. Those are folks finished the class with C or above. We had 97% for our Monday, Wednesday class and 96.5% for our Tuesday, Thursday class. You notice the numbers are lower at the top as to the number of students who took the exam. That's because some students had enough points where they didn't have to take exam 4. That was about 12 students in total, combining all out of 167 students. How did the intro to psych students do? Not bad. Again, C plus B, B, B average for the last exam. Here, the class that started in second place wound up ultimately in first place. I thought it was interesting. The class that started in fourth place 3 times in a row wound up in second place. So you can see the success rates at the very bottom here. One class had 100% success rate, 89, 92, and 93%. I'm really proud, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. I'm really proud of you students. I'm proud of all my students who succeed. Even some of those students who fail, I'm proud of, primarily because they gave it a try and circumstances didn't allow them to finish. But I'm proud of you students in particular, primarily because of our circumstances. You didn't sign up to do a remote class, neither did I. Yet, we made the best of the circumstances. I had to completely change how I interact with people. It's still evolving. I hope that I get better at it. But I'm really proud of you in particular because I know you have very complex lives. And suddenly the classroom became your bedroom or your apartment or your home, wherever you are living. Some of you are in transition. Some of you lost jobs. Some of you had to add to your hours. Some of you were the sole support of your families. Some of you had families to take care of. It became very complex very quickly. And the fact that you finished is a success in my mind. I wanted to give you a little tour of where I've been doing all my videos, and that's why I've been using this detachable camera, which I haven't used. You can see this is my room with part of my collection here. There goes Lando. There goes Spider-Man 2099. He's coming in the future. He's half Latino Spider-Man, IG-88. And people ask me, why do you have all these action figures right by where you teach? And I tell them, this is my class. Each one of them represents one of you. Now you can pick out which individual you are, but I've always had an audience. I knew that you were watching, but I've always had people watching me, so to speak. Right? Oh, there's She-Hulk. It looks like she's not watching me. And of course there's our friend Phineas Gage, right? So I wanted you to see where all the stuff was happening while I was doing these videos. But the primary reason I was doing this last video is, again, just to thank you for the opportunity to be your professor. I wore my special shirt. As you can see, my Spider-Man shirt, which I normally wear on the last day of class or during finals week, and this is finals week. I have it actually covering my Aloha t-shirt that was given to me by the owner of Stack's Restaurant. And the reason I love this shirt, because Aloha means hello, but it also means goodbye. And it's more than just goodbye. It's more of a very warm greeting with and a warm salutation of goodbye with the hopes that I will see you again at some point, hopefully in person. I've mentioned to many of you that I really would love for you to take the opportunity to send me your graduation pictures, even if you just take them at home and can't do the actual ceremony right now, but also your future graduation pictures. In my office, which I should retrieve now that I think of it, I have a little scrapbook with previous photographs of previous students. I didn't start this to just a few years ago. I wish I had started from the first day of teaching, but I just have a handful of photographs in there. I'm hoping to add some more, including yours. So take care of yourself. It's been my honor and pleasure to be your professor. Look for your grades at WebAdvisor. Some of you have mentioned the possibility of pass, no pass. That's something you need to talk to your advisor about. Fill out the proper forms. I'm going to submit the grades that I have right now. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I try to if you are close to a grade, I try to raise it up. The only reason I couldn't raise it up because it was just too far from raising it up to the next higher grade. So again, because I understand the circumstances have been very strange for all of us. So take care of yourself, and good luck in the future. I know things are just going to keep on getting better. Adios.